So this is my birthday. I went to Puerto de la Cruz and gave Steve his version. Unfortunately, I didn't update the firmware. I just loaded the batteries and turned it on. So there is no sound. So I only get sound later when I go home and put the software in. So on the way home, I stopped for a quick pint in the Monte Cristo around the corner and did a droney there and back. It was quite boring, but it was the first time that I'd done it, and I was really excited about it. Then I decided to try the follow, which everybody does, which I don't really like because, I mean, I don't like watching the back of me, and I don't walk places. I don't like movement in the camera, really. I like a static camera. If it's at that eye level, you know, it just looks like somebody following me in, and it wasn't really my cup of tea, that. I thought it'd come back to me, but it wouldn't. I had to get up and get it. So it only comes back to you if you do the follow from the front. Now the rocket I quite like actually, but the wind was whipping up at this time of night, and so as it got above the roofs, it started blowing around a bit. So it wasn't that stable, and also it's the old firmware, so it's got a lot better with the new firmware. So that's good. This is the spotlight where it just stays where it is, but I put it in, but it's too close. So this, the spotlight just follows you, and I don't like my side on either. I've got that massive belly, but I'd probably encourage me to get rid of that. So what I'm doing here now, I have no idea what I'm doing here now. Oh, this is me just holding it and recording in my hand, which you can do. And now I'm going to take it off and fly it manually. And that was manually just using the telephone. I didn't use the controller on this one, just to see how easy it was. Again, the firmware has probably stabilized this a bit better because I was a bit close to that thing there, and I'm not a very good drone pilot anyway. That's why I got an autonomous one that flies itself, but I can bring it back to me. I'm pretty good like that. So there you go, the fat lump. And put your hand down. Now it doesn't turn off when you put your hand under it in manual mode. It'll just carry on recording until you press the button. Then as I was leaving, the guy says show us again, and so I showed that mode, and he said make it follow you. So I did. I think there's a guy holding onto it there. And again, it followed me, but it nearly crashed. But I think the new firmware's made that better. So I just missed that wall. I didn't even see it then. And then I went round this pole and it tried to go into the pole, but just missed. And then I stopped it. So, and this is the circle, which I've sped up in the middle. Cool dude. So that's the Monte Cristo. That was my birthday. I got home at night and I put in the new firmware.
Hello, Ladles and Jelly Spoons. This is Tim Downs for Living with.
Hello, Ladles and Jelly Spoons. This is Tim Downs for Living with MS in Tenerife. This is the first voice message. It's too dark to fly, but I can do a message with the phone in manual control. That's pretty cool. So that's the end of that.